This is a quick video to talk about the hardcore heritage version of the City of Mist. I highly recommend that everybody go there. The gear is very good. I'm on my rogue. I am moloing with my mercenary. I have like 194 mercenary AAs, so not maxed. I'm not maxed AA on this rogue, but I've got all my main AAs done. I've got very solid gear, and so I can solo in here if I'm very, very careful. I do not recommend it. I can only take one at a time, but the gear is well worth it. It's free to play. It's a great way to gear up your free to play characters, your non-free to play characters. It's frankly just insanely good gear, and you want to get yourself to the City of Mist. Even if you can't get a group, just go to the entrance, and there's going to be gear rotting all the time that you can loot. It's a difficult zone in my opinion. Now, if you're a raider and you're in there with a raid group, it's probably fine, but the aggro radius is very large. You're going to get 2, 3, 4, 10 mobs. On my tank, which is sporting a mix of group gear and 3 expansions old raid gear from the Night of Shadows, I can get rolled, 3, 4 mobs will take me, and I felt pretty tough, even though I'm not, I'm a great tank. I'm a decent tank. I felt solid. I don't feel solid in the City of Mist. It's an experiment. On my rogue, I can pull the entrance, split those pairs. There's a couple pairs of mobs you can split, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can come, once I've done that, I come in here, go to the right, and there is a little bit of water, and there's a single mob that I can back up to, so I'm not going to get ads because it's essentially you're backing up to the Emerald Jungle. You don't have to worry about aggroing mobs to the wall, which is definitely an issue. And so I killed that mob, dropped the two-handed monk piece, which is very nice, and I gave that away to a beast lord who was in the zone. And now I'm pulling another one. And if you watch my health, you'll get an idea of how difficult this zone is for playing around as a rogue. Yes, I can molo here. It's not necessarily easy. You have to be careful on your pulls, but as a rogue, you have your single target mez, you have your trap mez, and you have escape. And with those 3 things, you should be able to pull singles as a rogue anytime you want to, as long as you are a little careful and cautious. And again, you have SOS, so you can actually go and check out the entire zone and know where all the mobs are. Now, when I first came here, I was on my warrior. I'm playing the warrior because Shadowy Guy in our Thursday night group isn't quite geared up enough. We're still working with him, and I'm going to try and get him some gear here. We've gotten other people gear. You'll see me die in a moment because I am pulling as a warrior, which is kind of nuts. And I end up getting 3 mobs, and I die pretty quickly. No surprise. I have to upgrade my gear. There's no doubt about that. Some of the gear here is probably going to be upgrades for my warrior over what I am sporting now. But I will defer to the group for anything that drops, because that is, I can always get my own gear. But this group only plays on Thursday nights, and actually, to be honest, we're playing Sundays now too, Thursdays and Sundays, while the hardcore heritage is out. So I'm going to go over here on my warrior. I'm checking here, kind of cleared the easy mobs here, and then I make a foolish decision to check an area that I have not explored since I was probably level 40, and I pay the price. We've been pulling, you know, various mobs here. I'm just getting gear for everybody. So I come over here, I open this door. I know there's mobs in here. I'll tell you, there's 9 mobs in there, by the way. I don't get 9, but the aggro radius is really high, and so I'm just doing aggro radius pulling. Get a little close, back off, but get 3 mobs, and quickly realize I am not going to make it, so I tell the group, let me die. And we actually moved back into the entrance because another group came here after this. And anyways, Hardcore Heritage, City of Mist. The gear is non-prestige as far as I can tell, and so even if you're free to play, you're going to have some of the best gear in the game right now for group players if you're not a raider. This is not raid gear, but it is incredibly good group gear. Good luck, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Any of the voices you hear, that's me. We're in Discord. We all play in Discord, but I only record myself, not the other people, which is probably wise, because if you listen closely, we are a little profane at times. We're guys, and we talk like guys, and that's the way it is. I will try and do a video later, maybe on rogue tips and tricks, something fun. I hope you guys have fun. I will talk to you later. Y'all take care.